much for joining us here for our OASIS Caregiver Connection podcast series. I'm Lisa Watkins, and I'm the Executive Director at OASIS Adult Day Services. What we're going to talk about today is a wonderful program here at OASIS Adult Day Services called the Navigators Club.
I'm Peggy Marsh, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist by licensing for the state of Oklahoma. But my main job with OASIS is to facilitate the Navigators program.
We know that focus there is for individuals ages 65 and younger, for the younger onset. So give us really a broad overview of dementia and Alzheimer's disease, if you would.
Okay. I think the easiest way to talk about dementia is just to use an illustration that I often use. Just pretend that I'm opening up an umbrella, and over the top of the umbrella, I'll write the word dementia. That would be our big broad category. Underneath that umbrella, you'd find about 70% of the Alzheimer's type. Those are all brain diseases, and the commonality between all of them is the confusion, the short-term memory loss, those things that might seem familiar to you, you can't seem to put a name with it, and there's several other characteristics. But what's common about all of that is that those factors are serious enough that they impact our daily life. If you're younger than 65, then your life has been interrupted a little bit by a disease that kind of takes you out of our life functioning, such as a full-time job. You may still have children at home, getting ready for college or being married, etc. But those are younger, diagnosed, would probably move through the disease process a little bit faster than those after 65. That's why we treat it just a little bit differently.
Well, let's talk about the Navigators Club and tell me the major goals and really the overall purpose of that particular program.
We want people to be to have socialization, and we also want to do a neurobics element.
Neurobics, that's a new one. I haven't heard that before. Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, the neurobics is what we consider to be new learning, not rote, as opposed to rote. If I drive the same way home every day, that's rote. I don't have to think about it much. But if I took a different route, that would give me some new learning. It will challenge them to add new neural pathways to their brain. It's part of that healthy brain strategy that we encourage them to do.
Peggy, tell us what a typical day in the Navigators Club looks like.
When they first come in, we just have coffee, hot chocolate, etc. We just, around the table, just chat with each other. Many people are inclined to want to withdraw when they feel like maybe they're repeating themselves or they've answered a question wrongly. We're encouraging people to come and be part of a peer group that are experiencing the same things they are. We have lots of humor, I should add. That's laced in there because we think that's another healthy element too. We'll have lunch. If I want to give them a challenge, I'll ask them to eat with their less dominant hand. That stretches their brain while they're also feeding, taking in their meal. After the lunch, we will do another brain stimulating activity. And most of the time we try to follow up with what we call move and groove. And we go out into the large area. We've got plenty of room, 50s, 60s music. We're doing what I call stretch dance. We're doing stretch exercises, but also to some pretty perky music. And again, that's reminiscent when we can go backwards and listen to some of the great music for the background of that program. That's pretty typical for our day in Navigators.
A lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you, Peggy, so much for joining us for our OASIS Caregiver Connection podcast. We'll look forward to many more in this series. And if there's anything that we could do at OASIS Adult Day Services Center in Tulsa, please feel free to contact me. You can call us at area code 918-749-6969 or email at lwatkins@oasisads.org. And thank you again. Have a great day.